Direction and action. So something this young brother told me a few weeks ago is that he wants to take this bridge. You saw we walked through the police station. We walk through property that we own because we pay taxes. And what we need to do is organize and speak with and demand with Bridge Authority that we want to take that bridge. It can happen and it will happen when the time is right. We're going to need you to show up. That black man wants to take that bridge. We're going to do that. All right. Next up right now is a brother, Giancarlo Llaverias. He's a Dutchess County Legislator. He is the conscience of Dutchess County, and I'm looking forward to hearing what he has to say. Here he is, coming from Poughkeepsie, New York. The man, the myth, the prettiest county legislator.
What's going on, Beacon? What's up, Beacon? Can I get some noise, Beacon? Can my black people, can I get some noise, black people? I love it. So as Brother Ali said, my name is Giancarlo Llaverias. I am one of the few people of color in the Dutchess County Legislature. I'm one of three. I'm the first person of color in my seat in 65 years. And so there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of things happening. As our brother said, that Newburgh is a sister city to Beacon, Poughkeepsie is a sister city to Newburgh. All right, so we have this trilogy of places that can come together and take over that bridge. Brother, if you want to take over that bridge, I'll do whatever I can in my political power to make that happen. So you holler at me and we'll take over that bridge. We'll take over that bridge. As many people have said, outside of politics, I'm an educator. I've worked in the music industry for 10 years. And what I've seen is that the main issue that we have is the education. We have to look at where our textbooks are coming from and know that our textbooks is coming from Texas, right? We have to understand that we as black people have a history, a 50,000 year history prior to slavery. So what we have to do, black people, and I'm talking to my black people, is start buying up our own properties, all right? It takes $65 in 2 hours, all right? $65 for that, something called a DBA, which is doing business as application, all right? It's a $65 fee, and then you open up a bank account at your local bank, wherever you want to go, and then you get something called your EIN, your tax identification number. It's free. So with $65, there is no way, and if you don't got it, I'll give it to you. It's for you to start your own business as black people. Because what we have to start doing is buying up our own blocks. As you can see in areas like Newburgh, in areas like Poughkeepsie, in areas like Beacon, it is outside developers that are coming into our areas, taking out the culture of what's already been here. So if we start buying up our own properties, we start endorsing our own candidates. We don't gotta wait for the Democratic Party or for the Republican Party to tell us who to vote for. We as black folks can come up with our own candidates. As long as we support them and we put them through, there'll be no problems here. So I'm very radical in my sense. I say it all the time that, I don't mind being like Martin, but I don't have any problems transitioning to Malcolm X. So in these times, please understand that it's okay to be like Martin, but please understand, sometimes you gotta teach these white folks that I'm also Malcolm and I got no problems. So please understand, my black people, that as our brother just said, if you have a skill, whether it be educating, whether it be cooking, whether it be martial arts, go ahead and teach that to your community because it's necessary, all right? Teach our true black history. You're saying if it wasn't for black people, white people wouldn't even know how to shower, right? There wouldn't be hygiene without us. So we have created this world. Now it's time for us to take it back. These protesters, these marches, is just us stepping into our ancestral plane. So we are bestowed to do this work. So please understand, all black people, we gotta galvanize with each other. We gotta stop, the light skin, dark skin type of bullshit. We gotta stop that infighting. All right, we as black folks, we got a lot of things to work out, especially when it comes to black people in the LGBTQ community and how it presents to the church. We got to start talking some real shit. So we got some conflicts to work out, black people, but I promise you, once we work out those conflicts, all right, once we start thinking like Malcolm X, once we start reading books like Claude Anderson, Power Economics, all right, when we start reading books of economics like the Elijah Muhammad, We start reading books like that. We start reading books like All the President's Bankers by Nomi Prince that shows how the bank, actually, the National Treasury has nothing to do with the people. It's actually a reprieve for the big six banks. So get educated and start fighting. That's what we need to do. As long as we can continue fighting, and as long as we need to start voting. Protests are great, marches are great because it brings the awareness. But if we're not out there voting, nothing is gonna change. Believe me, as a politician, a lot of white people laugh at us because we're there at protests and there's not many of us there. We have a bunch of white allies, but our black and brown folks aren't there. So we gotta find a way to get our brothers and sisters out there and then get them to the voting booth so that we can start taking people out if they're not doing what we asked them to do. All right, so peace and blessings to y'all. Hotep, talk to y'all soon.